Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Cooking with JJ. In this week's episode, I'm making a secret savory tofu hamantashen. It is a perfect recipe for Purim. It fits in with the theme of hidden fillings, hidden ingredients, and of course, the hidden miracle of the holiday. Be sure to stay tuned all the way through to find out how I make a delicious vegan meat filling. It is completely gluten-free. It doesn't contain seitan or mushrooms, and you'll surely discover new ways to use this filling in many different recipes. This is the newest and the funnest Purim recipe. I'm really excited to get started on this and, of course, enjoy it in the end. So without further ado, let's head over to the kitchen and get cooking!
First of all, I have a block of firm tofu. I'm cutting it crosswise and then lengthwise. Then we'll cut these pieces on a diagonal angle, and we'll end up with 8 triangular pieces. You want to cut a slit in each piece to form a type of pocket, kind of like a pita pocket. Don't cut too far because you want it to hold together, so leave room around the edges. Cut it deep enough in the middle so you can put the filling in. Here I have 1 teaspoon of white miso paste. I'm mixing it with 1 cup of hot water. I'm getting 3 tablespoons of white balsamic vinegar ready. I'm adding a tablespoon of pomegranate molasses. I'm adding a tablespoon of olive oil to our miso paste mixture. I'm adding half a teaspoon of ground coriander for brightness. And I'm sprinkling in some sea salt, about a 1/4 teaspoon's worth. I'm adding our marinade ingredients to this bowl here, and I'll stir it all up. Add in your tofu triangles and feel free to massage the marinade into the tofu. You may want to transfer them to another dish so the liquid covers them fully. If you can't find the perfect dish, just flip halfway through. Feel free to marinate your tofu for an hour or overnight. Now for our secret ingredient, our walnuts. It might seem simple enough, but just wait until I'm finished with them. I'm going to soak 1 cup for 20 to 30 minutes. I'm dicing up a red onion. I'll use approximately 1/4 of a red onion. And I'll be using 3 teaspoons of nutritional yeast, 1 teaspoon of oregano, and 1/4 teaspoon of smoked paprika, and a tablespoon of tamari. This will provide a salty umami flavor. I'm frying up our diced onions in some oil here. You want to get them a little bit brown. I'm draining our walnut mixture. I'm adding our walnuts to the food processor along with our fried up onions and our seasonings. We're going to pulse this up. You don't want to overdo the blending because you don't want it to turn into a nut butter. You want it to have some texture. Our tofu has been marinating overnight and I've taken it out. We have some fresh mint here I'm going to chop up. About 1.5 tablespoons should be good. I'm microplaning 2 cloves of garlic. We'll get some juice of 1 lime. Feel free to get some zest of 1 lime as well. About a couple teaspoons of zest should do it. In our mini ninja, we're adding 3 tablespoons of our tahini. Add in your lime juice. Add in your mint, the garlic, some water to blend it up, a couple pinches of salt, and about a tablespoon of olive oil. Feel free to adjust the consistency to your liking. I'm draining some of the liquid from our tofu. We're going to get our breading going. I'm using our Masa Harina Flour, about 1/3 cup. This is the Maseca brand. And I'm adding about a couple teaspoons of garlic powder, some ground coriander, some black pepper, and a little salt. Blend it all up. We're going to gently open our tofu slits and fill it with our walnut meat. You want to pack it in pretty tight. This way it won't fall out. You can use a spoon or just your fingers. With our marinated tofu, we're dipping it into our breading first. And then into our dressed egg, and back into the breading. Feel free to pat off any excess. Our oven is at 425. I'm drizzling some oil on our triangles. I'm going to bake them for 20 minutes, flipping halfway through. And then we're going to fry them up. Now that our pieces have come out of the oven, I'm getting our cast iron pan oiled up here. It will get hot pretty fast. Fry up your triangles, flipping them so they're brown on each side.
As we fry up our tofu, I wanted to talk a little bit about the hidden things. In psychology, it is a fact that 90% of our judgments and decisions are based on our subconscious minds. Much like an iceberg, 90% is below the water's surface. We're conditioned to judge quickly based on the 10% we see. It's just like the Purim story. At first, Haman seemed like a powerful advisor, but later on we discover he wanted to kill the Jews. And then there was Esther. She just seemed like a pleasant queen. And she hid her identity, but in the end she saved the Jewish people. This connects to our tofu Hamantashen. On the surface, it just may seem like a simple tofu dish until you bite into it and discover the hidden filling and flavors inside. It's a powerful reminder that things are rarely what they seem like on the surface. If you're only looking at the tip of the iceberg, you're missing a vast mass underneath the surface. It's all about looking past the exterior and discovering new truths, whether it be through a story or on your plate.
Additionally, I flipped them with the filling side down so they would be brown on that side as well. Everything remained well contained. Now it's plating time. I'm sprinkling our lime zest on top of our sauce in our dish here. I'm drizzling some of the sauce on the plate. And I'm adding our tofu Hamantashen. I chose to decorate it with quick pickled red onion slices, and I'm garnishing it with some mint.
It's that time again, everyone. It's time to try our secret savory tofu Hamantashen. There's something truly amazing about marinating the tofu and then breading it, battering it, adding that crispy layer. It just does something so different. It transforms the tofu completely. So all those tofu haters out there, gotta try this. I would describe it as a chicken. So it tastes like chicken, but without the cruelty. Beautiful flavor. This vegan walnut meat is so versatile, whether you want to use it for lasagna, ravioli, maybe you want to use it for a sandwich, like a sloppy Joe style type thing. The sky's the limit. Let me know in the comments below what you might use this vegan walnut meat for. And feel free to share if you do try this recipe out. So there you have it, everyone, another delicious recipe to add to your recipe booklets. And remember, if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that little bell notification icon so you don't miss a single video. Until next time, this is JJ signing off, keeping things interesting in my kitchen and in yours. Bon appetit.